Hello students. So today we will going to study about rational numbers. In the previous video you have seen the introduction part of the rational numbers, and I will just give you explanation in brief about some points which you should remember before starting the exercise. So let us start. First thing we talked about in the previous classes also, we have studied different categories of numbers. We talk about natural numbers, whole numbers, and integers. We are talking about the three basic types of numbers. Here we all know that 1, 2, 3 and till infinite, or we can say any other number, are categorized as natural numbers. Only difference in whole number is that it starts from 0, then 1, 2, 3 and so on till infinite. And the integers are plus numbers and negative numbers. That is, if we say minus 3, minus 4, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5, etc. These are all categorized as integers. Now, if we talk about all the three categories of numbers, they all are termed as rational numbers. Now, when we talk about rational numbers, there is a small description, a definition of rational numbers, that they are in the form of P upon Q. Now, what are P and Q? They are just two variables which have been taken to express the structure of rational numbers. Where we can say that Q is not equal to 0. Now a question comes, why this Q is not equal to 0? Why this Q, if Q is equal to 0, then what will happen? We know that rational numbers are all numbers which we see in our day-to-day life. They can be positive numbers, they can be negative numbers, they can be decimal numbers, they can be fractional values also. These all are categorized into rational numbers. Now if we divide any number by 0, we get a infinite value, or we can say a error, which is not countable. That's why the value of Q cannot be 0. Now P can be 0, because if we divide the 0 by any other number, it equals to 0, and 0 is a rational number. Understood this thing? So till this point you have understood what are rational numbers. Now we will move to the second point. Let us start the second point, that is equivalent rational numbers. Now we have already know that all the rational numbers are in the form of P upon Q. If we say that 2, is the 2 a rational number? Yes, because a number having 1 as a base, so it can be categorized as P as 2 and Q as 1. Now when we talk about the equivalent rational numbers, all the fractional values are said to be equivalent when they are being moved to, we can say convert them to the lowest form. And if the lowest form of all those rational numbers are same, then the given rational numbers are known as equivalent rational numbers. For example, if I say 4 upon 5, and if I say 16 upon 20, if we ask whether these two numbers are equivalent, yes, they are equivalent. Why? Now we know that it is already in the lowest form. Now when we convert this into lowest form, it will going to come 4 upon 5. So what we can say, 4 upon 5 and 16 upon 20 are equivalent rational numbers. Have you understood, students? So this way, whichever type of rational numbers you can get, what you have to do, you just convert those rational numbers into lowest form. And when the lowest form are same, you can say the given rational numbers are in equivalent. Now we will move to the third point over here only. Now the third point says, what are lowest form? Now we can say in different books you can get different types of names also. In some books you can get standard form. What? Standard form of rational numbers, or you can also get it as simple form. You can get it as a simple form. It can be termed as lowest form. Are you getting? Again, I'm repeating it. The rational numbers, if a rational number is given, a question can be asked, convert the given rational number into standard form, or it can be given as convert them into simple form, or it can be given as convert them into lowest form. All the three types of names, or we can say the three ways the question is asked, it is same. For example, if I give you 25 upon 125 and it is asked convert it into standard form. Now what, again I am repeating the same thing. If the question is asking convert into standard form, it also means we have to convert it into lowest form. And we all know that how to convert a fractional value into a lowest form. The theories what you have studied, the question which you have done in your previous classes, how to convert a fractional value into lowest form. It is same over here, only in place of fractional values it has been termed as rational numbers. So what we will do, 525 the way you can convert them. So what will be this? This will be called as standard form or simple form. Okay, and the third is lowest form. Have you understood, students? Now we will move to the two more points and then we will start the exercise. So let us move to the next point. Hello students. Now we will move to the next point, that is rational numbers on number line. Now till now you have understood what are rational numbers. Now how to represent them on number line, we have to just know what is number line first. So let us draw a line. Suppose this is a straight line and in the center we mark it as 0. We have already discussed that 0 is also a rational number. So in the center we have taken it as 0. Now when we move to right hand side, the values or the numbers are positive. When we move to the left hand side, the numbers are marked as negative. For example, this is 0. If I mark this number line into 4 parts, I will write +1, +2, +3, +4 and so on. Same as when I move to the left hand side, if I mark 4 points over here at an equivalent distance, what we have to see? The distance between the two given point should be same. That is, if I talk about 0 and plus 1, the distance what I have taken, suppose if I have taken 1 centimeter from 0 and plus 1, then from plus 2 to plus 3 should also 1 centimeter. Are you understanding? That is, the marking of the number line should be equivalent. It should not be different, otherwise your number line will be wrong. So what we have to do? We have to mark them in equal ratios, in equal parts. It can be 1 centimeter, whatever. But if I am taking an example, that if I have taken a distance of 1 centimeter between 0 and plus 1, then it will be same for plus 2 and plus 3. If I come over here, that is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Here also the thing will be same, that is the distance between minus 1 and minus 2 will be 1 centimeter. Or we can say that the distance between minus 3 and minus 4 is also 1 centimeter. Understood this thing? Now next thing what we will talk about, key, the more bigger negative value, it will be smaller, because when we are moving to left hand side, we are moving to the smallest value, and when we are talking about the right hand side, as more further we will move to the right hand side, we will move to the bigger and the bigger value. So what happens? If we are moving to the right hand side, we are increasing with our positive values, and if we are moving to the left hand side, we are moving with our negative values. It means, if I say now the question comes, how to compare the two given values. If both the values are positive, suppose if I say 3 and 4, which of them is bigger? So automatically you will say, sir, this 4 is bigger than 3, because from childhood only we are studying that the numbers in the increasing order, the bigger number and the smaller number, because from the class first only we have understood which number is bigger, which number is smaller. Why? Because in the smaller classes we have only studied about the positive numbers. When we compare the negative numbers, what I'm saying, when we compare the negative numbers, it changes. The scenario of comparing the two negative numbers changes. For example, if I say minus 3 and minus 4, now if I ask you which number is bigger, so in this case, when we're talking about the negative numbers, in these two cases, the minus 3 will be bigger than minus 4. Understood, students? Why? If I move to over here, minus 3 is coming before minus 4. Now next thing what I am talking about over here is how to compare two given rational numbers. On number line, when it is asked that a number line is given and we have to find out the two rational numbers, which is bigger and which is smaller. So what we have to do, we have to see that, for example, in this only, if I talk about minus 2 and minus 1, so what we will see, which number is lying, or we can say which rational number is lying to the left and which one is to the right hand side of number line. So among the given two numbers, among the two given rational numbers, the number which is at the right will be bigger. We can say greater than the other number. What I'm talking about, if the two numbers has to be compared, what we have to focus, कि among those two rational numbers, which number lies to the right hand side of the number line, and the number which is lying on the right hand side will be the bigger rational number than the other number which is asked to compare with that number. Have you understood this thing? Now one more thing which we will move, and then next thing, one more point we have to remember. Suppose if a number, a rational number is given in this form, many times we have seen the negative value, negative number is given at the place of numerator. So whenever we are solving the questions of rational numbers, and those rational numbers which are in the form of a fractional value, to make confusion for the students, the negative value is given with the denominator. So what we have to convert them. What we have to do? We have to convert them like 3 upon 5. That is what I'm saying. That is, if the rational number is given in this form in a question, then we have to convert it into minus 3 upon 5, because both of them are same. But while solving the question, we have to change the form of the rational number. It will help in solving the question in a very systematic way. Now what happens, sometimes the student take the same format which is given, and in this case, when you are comparing the two numbers, that time it makes a mistake. Let me tell you how and what will be the mistake. For example, if I talk about minus 3 upon 5, and 4 upon minus 5. Suppose these two numbers has to be checked. Now this is wrong solution. You will understand what is wrong, and here I will solve the right solution. You will understand the difference, why it makes a mistake. Now the two given numbers are there. Two rational numbers are given, to whom we have to compare which one is bigger and which one is smaller. If I don't change the sign of minus 5 at the base, and if I am using a cross product method, that is this thing. So what I will do, I will write 3 into minus 5. Again I am saying this is the wrong thing what the students do. You don't have to do this thing. Just remember what I'm saying. This is the wrong solution what the students do if they don't change the negative number at the base. Now it will come to plus 15, and here it will come to 20. Now according to these two numbers, which one is bigger? This number is bigger. So minus 3 upon 5 will be smaller than 4 upon minus 5. Now let us change the format and see what will happen if we convert them in proper form. Just now what I said, minus 4 upon 5. This is the standard form. Can you see? Minus 5 over here and I have written minus 4 upon 5. It is called as the proper form of a rational number, in which we take the negative number with numerator part of the rational number. Now in this, again we will use the cross product method to compare the two rational numbers. Here when I am comparing it, it comes to minus 15 minus 3 into 5 and minus 4 into 5. It comes to minus 15 and here it comes to minus 20. Now when we compare the two negative numbers, in the previous description I have told you, when we are comparing the two negative numbers, the smaller negative number is bigger than the bigger negative number. Means minus 20 is looking like it is a bigger number. But when we're talking about the two negative rational numbers, in this case minus 15 is bigger than this number. So the correct solution is that minus 3 upon 5 is greater than minus 4 upon 5. Why? Because this was the correct method. So this is the right solution what you have to do. If you will not change the given format, then this will be the answer, which will be wrong. And if you are doing the proper format, it will be right. Have you understood this thing? So it is very important to change the structure, the formation of the rational numbers with negative number to be on numerator. Understood? So now we will start the first exercise, in which I will explain some questions, and after that you will going to solve the complete exercise. Thank you.